What's good? It's Val, the 40K Kid. Yo, quick disclaimer, real fast. This is not a Warhammer book. This is a book about the trying times of today and how we can get ahead. This book is about survival. This book is about making it with elements of yourself that you didn't even know you had. This book is about healing yourself and your comrades. This book is about being an apothecary. This book is about being a warrior. This book is about fighting. This book is about I ain't got anything else, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? Yo, Val, 40K Kid.
Like skyscrapers, we going up like elevators.
The Art of Shen, the first intergalactic art form of the entire universe. This book is the shit. Yo, this book here is about living off the grid. Alright? Now, it's got a great sense of humor about it. Beautiful hand-drawn work. Like, check this shit out. Let me just show you that real quick. This is like a picture book, man. This motherfucker here. See what I'm saying? Like, with the descriptions, and it's gonna get into some heavy stuff. It's not a light book. Its style makes it so light, but it's not a light book. This book is heavy. It's a heavy fucking weight book. Let's see here. Martial arts. This is a sneak peek. This shit covers so much stuff. You know, I'm like, why in the fuck is this guy wanting to cover this weird ass book? Wait till you see what I'm gonna tell you this book has in it. Alright. And this is only to the people that's gonna actually value these things. But when I get finished, you're gonna be like, damn, that book is amazing. But check this out. Art of Shen. Alright, it has a health section. The philosophy, it's part health, part philosophy, part humor, part imagination. It's kind of what I already just described, showing y'all those pictures and stuff. But man, this book is great. I've had this book maybe almost 20 years. But check this out. Here's what these fools put on the cover. Simple enough for a child. Too complex for a genius. Devastatingly, personally applicable in perpetuity. Governing all conscious progress in any species anywhere. Transcending the ultimate barriers of time and space. Look, this book is about living off the grid and surviving. It tells you shit you should have known, but you didn't know. Like, they took all the secrets, and they're not even really secrets, man. A lot of it's just if you read enough and understand. But unfortunately, some people who we don't understand that just graduating from school is not enough to make you smart. You know, it goes beyond that. Like I said, I went to a magnet school. That's a special school for smart kids and shit. But I can honestly tell you the truth, man. Like, the education system is ripped even for us in our little special schools. It was ripped for us. Like, trust me. You're better off focusing on learning how to think than trying to learn, you know, exactly what they're teaching you. Learn the process of thinking. Turn it into critical thinking. Even if it's not critical thinking, when they present it to you, just turn it into critical thinking for yourself. It'll build up your abilities. But, yeah. I don't agree with education, but this book sums up things that you should know. Alright, for one, we'll start out with, gives you ideas on the skin, on the human body and the skin, and the importance of it, and how it's like the beginning of infection. I told you, this book is about living off the grid and survival and stuff, so it's kind of grim dark. I'm finna get into some real shit with this, so don't worry. You're like, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he doing this book? But yo, like, it covers the skin, and just simply not taking care of your skin out in the wild and off the grid, you end up with an infection of some type, a rash or anything. It's got different ways of healing and curing that. Things for taking care of children, they get into like poison ivy and things, what you should do. It's all listed in here. Then it breaks off into giving you some chakra hand reading information. And it's got specific chakra points. A real deal, like, in-depth stuff, like I say. The book's no fucking joke. Like, it's written like a comic book or something, or like a kid's book, but man, this motherfucker's got a lot of serious shit in it. Even got magic hand tricks. Traveler's got a complete and total, for no reason out of the blue, numerological chart. The entire chart. The whole thing. It starts seeming like a coffee table book. You know what I'm saying? Certain points in it. I don't even know if they actually still have those these days, but they call coffee table books, and they have an amalgam of information in them. Got numerology and more stuff here. And symbols. I'm saying a lot of different stuff. Some Scandinavian stuff, some African stuff, some Chinese stuff. I mean, this book actually has a lot of crazy stuff in it. It's an amazing book, man. If you're into books the way I am, and that's how I ended up doing these reviews in the first place, with the Warhammer books, because they're weird as fuck too. They're weird like this shit is weird. Like, that's the kind of weird I like to read. You know what I'm saying? That and reference books. I love some fucking reference books. But alright, well, here we go. Acupressure points. It's got points of acupressure and stuff for the body and stuff, like both on the healing side and the hurting side. Later on in the book, I showed you that picture with the martial arts. They actually got like martial arts techniques and even some weapon techniques, grappling techniques, and all kind of other shit in the book. There's a list in here to teach you about how mineral. First off, they got a list and stuff in here to teach you how minerals and food and things work, like things to do with your chakra and all kind of shit. I mean, I can't show you enough, man. Like, yo, this book has like everything in it about surviving off of the grid. Like, seriously, like people with lactose intolerance problems and shit in here for that. So this book can teach you how to beat somebody's ass, heal them, and beat their ass again. Like, it's an amazing book. I wouldn't use it for that particularly, but yeah, it's an amazing book. List of herbs that you can eat out in the wild that won't kill you, and how to identify them. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, with that part, pictures really wouldn't help me much, because some pictures are different, but I think you'll catch the drift. But they have like descriptions and shit. You know, they even got descriptions of if you eat the wrong one. You know, it's got CPR, all kind of stuff, man. This book is rapid acupressure treatments, even for pregnant women. Even like, yeah, additional things like for like pregnant women. For some reason, she's upside down there, but as you can see, yeah, this book literally has everything. It's called The Art of Shinku. It's a pretty dope book. It's The Art of Shinku by a guy named Zeek. And I'm not shitting you when I tell you my man's name is Zeek. And that's it. Zeek. That's the cover of the book. You might can find it on Amazon or somewhere. And nah, this ain't no commercial. There's not no shit like that. Like, I'm seriously telling you, like, I went to several different schools, man, in life. From even with the piping school, even before then, I've been through several different types of schools, be it martial arts school, because I went to college all the way up to sophomore. I went to trade school. That was another 5 years. Now I did some electrical schools and different things like that. So I picked up most of the things, and also being shaman, you know what I'm saying, I deal with shamans and things like that from my studies with the shamanic ways. Basically, yeah, I know all this stuff, but I never had it in one fucking book. It just smashed all this shit and a little bit more. Because there's stuff in here about, they teach you how to sail ships here. This book is really about being off the grid. I'm telling you, seriously, because it teaches you how to man ships, you know what I'm saying, how to get out on the sea and fucking find the wind and to learn and to make you a sundial. I mean, this book teaches you even how to do that shit. It teaches you how to get on a boat. It teaches you how to build a boat too. It teaches you how to tie all the type of knots that a sailor would know how to tie. Most sailors know how to tie at least 20 or 30 different types of knots. And you're wondering what the fuck is the point in tying different types of knots. Bro, different type of knots do different type of things, and there's different type of ways to even tie shit up. I know that. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, it's serious, man. That's some serious shit. But this book has so much in it. I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet, but y'all go check it out. If you like to read and you're into survival and stuff like that, and you maybe got a whole big stack of survival books around, like, get that, you know, throw that shit over there in your room or whatever, and bam, you just got one book. And just keep it like in your glove box or something, man. Keep it behind your seat. You know what I'm saying? This book has like all kinds of shit. And it has to teach you how to make fire about 3 or 4 different ways. If you don't have no way to make fire, you don't know how to make fire. It teaches you and this book also teaches you the thought processes and the concepts behind it. It doesn't just tell you instructional like you're a fucking robot. It actually tells you why. You know, explains to you about like when you're starting a fire, how you need the air to be blowing. That's why you want air to be blowing on your kindling, so it'll fuel the fire more. Like, just simple shit like that a lot of people amazingly don't understand. But this book is great. You should check it out. Shinku. The artist Shinku. The first intergalactic art form of the entire universe. Peace. Be back with that Warhammer shit next week.
And then we let them dogs out. Claws with the raw snout. Brawls with them paws out. Bombs and alarms. It looked like we playing Fallout. Gather all